Hello, hi, good evening. So I think in last class pipeline settlement was discussed. Today we will discuss small topics like source list, then quota arrangement, then automatic purchase order, and framework order. So these are the small topics you can see in MM. Okay, so first we'll discuss with source list. So actually, what is source list? Source list means, say we are having some vendor, assume that we are having vendor, he used to deliver the goods on regular basis. Due to some reason he may not supply the goods for another 2 to 3 months. We cannot wait for him, right? We cannot wait for him. Okay, so we need to do the production and we need to fulfill our customer requirement, right? For that we need to get the material, or we require some material. For this 2 to 3 months, for these 2 to 3 months, we can source the material from other vendor. For this 2 to 3 months, we can source the material from different vendor for temporary basis. Okay. So for permanent, we are having info record for permanent, or for with regular vendor, we are going to post the info records. Last class we did the info records. For temporary basis, we can use source list. So here only one configurations need to maintain. To maintain this source list, we need to maintain only one configurations. That is, configuration is maintain the source list is plant level. Maintain the source list at plant. Only that configurations we need to maintain. Then end user work. First I need to activate the source list in vendor account. Activate source list in material master, not in vendor master, in material master. Okay. Then create source list and assign vendor to source list. Either we can create our new vendor here, or or we can assign the source list to the existing vendor. Okay, the only two or three only one configuration is there, and here only 2 steps is there in end user level. So we will go to system, we will see how it works. I will go to IMG. Go to IMG, then go to materials management, go to purchasing, source list, and here define source list requirement at plant level. T code is OME5. Click on that. And here click on position, plant RPP1, and here need to select this source list for our plant. Source list for our plant, and save it. This is only one configuration. As a consultant, we need to maintain. Now I will come to easy access level. First I will go with material master, and I am going to enable the source list for that material. Okay, so I will go with T code MM02 or path. Go to logistics in easy access, materials management, material master, then material, create general, MM01 immediately. MM01, or better go with MM02, because I'm not going to create any ledger here, material here. Directly we are going to assign that source list to that material, existing material. So go to MM02, and here select any one material, say RPP1. We are having so many materials here, right? Material assembly. Okay, I will take this one, new validation. Enter, and here deselect all views and go to or select purchasing view. Enter, and plant RPP1 again. Press enter. Here come a little bit down and select source list. You need to select this checkbox. To select this checkbox and save. Okay, this thing you need to maintain. Okay, now either I can create a new vendor, or else I'm going to enable, or I'm going to add vendor to the source list. For that I'll go with easy access, logistics, materials management, purchasing, then master data, then source list, ME01 create. Double click on that. This is a material which I want to add for the source list. So I'm going to select this one, new validation class. Okay, plant RPP1, enter, and here it will ask for validity period. So validity I need to give from today's date until for another 2 months, say, or 3 months, maybe 30th June 2022 or 15th July. Can take 14th July. So, and vendor I'll select this vendor and I'm going to add this vendor to source list. RPPO is purchase organization. So now I'm telling my system that is for this material, for with this plant, I'm going to source material with this vendor for this plant. For this plant, enter and save. Okay, so this is the only things we need to maintain. This is all about source list. A very small and easy configuration or easy steps. The next we'll discuss quota arrangement. Quota arrangement means quota means assume that we are having one material. That material will be supplied by 3 or 4 vendors. We are having, or we require raw material $5,000 quantity on monthly basis. So assume that we require 5,000 quantity of raw material on monthly basis. This material will be supplied by 3 or 4 vendors. 3 or 4 vendors. Okay. Here, on the basis of material quality, price, and delivery timings, we can give the quota for that vendor. Vendors. Now, if price and quality is good, then we can give some more quota for that person. So assume that we are having vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor 3 and vendor 4. Vendor 2, vendor 3, vendor 4. Okay. So when first vendor is very good, is going to give very good services for us, and what we'll do, I'm going to give the 40% quota for him. And second vendor is okay, but lesser than quality of vendor 1. While comparing with vendor 1, he's a little bit okay. Okay, then I'll give 30% for him, 20% for this vendor 3 and 10% for this last vendor, 10% of this last vendor. Fine. So on the basis of this quota, system will pick the vendor. So here I am giving 40% for this vendor. Whenever I used to post the purchase requisition, system will pick this vendor automatically because his quota is more. Right? His quota is more. Whenever I used to do the purchase requisition, system will pick the quota for this person or this vendor automatically. Then after that, after PR, what we do? After PR, what we do? We are going to post the purchase order against or with the reference of PR. Then with the reference of PO, we are going to do the GR. Then with the reference of GR, we are going to post IR. Right? This is a procedure. So whenever I used to post the PR, after system will take this quota, the highest quota will give the first preference. System will take that vendor, and with the reference of PR, we are going to post PO. Then this vendor will get the order, and on that basis, he is going to deliver the goods. So GR will be there, and after that, invoice will be there. Like that only. Second, if I am going to after this procedure, again, if I require material, then the quota will go to this vendor. then third for this vendor, like that. So after complete of one cycle, again start from highest to lowest. Okay. So assume that this vendor not supplying properly after 2 months or 3 months, it is not supplying properly. Then we can remove this vendor. Or we can add some more vendor, or else we can remove this vendor and this quota we can distribute to other vendor. That also possible. In real time, purchase order will be posted with the reference of PR. Okay, purchase order will be posted with the reference of PR. Okay, so here in PR level we can maintain the vendor. Usually in purchase requisition we are not going to maintain any price or vendor. We are not going to input vendor or price in purchase requisition. But for this quota arrangement, the prices and the vendor will be picked up automatically. How it pick up? So I will show that one. Usually in purchase requisition we are not going to input vendor or price of that material. But here in quota arrangement we need to maintain, or we can maintain that. Okay, we can maintain that. Usually in PR or purchase requisition we are not going to input material, price and vendor. Without this details we will post the PR. For quota arrangement or in quota arrangement, vendor and price will be picked up in PR. Okay, so how it picked up, I will show that one. Again, the configuration is not required, or only one configuration is there. Configurations wise, define quota arrangement usage. So what is the use of quota arrangement? What is the use of quota? In real time, assume that we are having many vendors to supply this one material. So in order to maintain all vendors, we can give quota for them, and there is no dependency. If this vendor is not supplying properly, then we can remove that vendor and we can add another vendor here. That is the advantage of quota. So we can have a transaction with all vendors, like distributing quota for them, and there is no dependency on one vendor. If he is not supplying, then we can remove that vendor and we will give that quota, or we will distribute the quota to other vendor. So that is the advantage of quota arrangements. So in end user level, first need to create vendor master, because I need to have at least 3 or 4 vendors here. Then for that vendor, create info record. With the help of info records, in PR level, the price will be picked up with the help of info records, because in info record we are going to maintain the prices and material, right? So on that basis, system will pick the prices in PR level. Then third one, source list. Yes, we need to maintain the source list. And fourth one, create quota arrangement before that, enable quota arrangement in material master. Then fifth one, quota, create quota arrangement. So these are the steps we have to make. So define quota arrangement usage means in what are all level or which are all level we are going to maintain the quota. For purchase order level or purchase execution level, agreement level, like that. So we'll see in the system. Again, I'll go with IMG. Go to materials management in IMG, purchasing. Then under source list we are having folder called quota arrangement. Then number ranges there, but I don't require to maintain the number ranges. And click on define quota arrangement usage. T code is OMEQ. Okay, if you observe here, we are having this much of quota arrangement usage. First, I'll double click on this one. Okay, this is quota arrangement usage for requisition, so I don't require this. Then I'll come with J, double click on J. You see here in all level it is maintained, like purchase order level, schedule line, planned order, requisition, MRP, production order, invoice. And in S, yes, also maintained like this. Y, yes, Y is also maintained. Z is also right. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll going to create a new one. Click on new entry here, and here I can create quota arrangement usage by using only single character or only one character. So I'll give one. Maybe one is there, right? I'll give 2. So I'm going to select purchase order, schedule line, planned order, requisition, MRP, production order, and also I'll select invoice. Save this. So quota arrangement usage will be in all these levels. Save. Enter and save. This is the only one configuration as a consultant we need to maintain. Now this quota arrangement usage I am going to enable in, or I'm going to assign in material master. So I'll go with T code MM02. I'll go with T code MM02. I'll take this material because for this material I activated source list, so it is better you can select that material only which is activated with source list. So this is the material, press enter. Again deselect all views, go to purchasing, enter, plant RPP1, enter, and here come little bit down, quota arrangement usage. Quota arrangement usage, press F4. Okay, here we can see that arrangement usage here. Purchase order levels, scheduling line, purchase planned order, purchase requisition, MRP, like that, right? So I'm going to select my arrangement usage 2. And see, source list is there already selected, right? Save this. Right. Now I'll create an info record. So before that I'll create vendor. To create info record I require vendor. So I'll go with T code XK01 to create the vendor master record. XK01. Here vendor column leave blank, don't input anything here because we maintain the number ranges, system will pick the number ranges automatically. Company code RPL, purchase organization RPPO, and RPDV is a purchasing group. Enter, and here give the title as company. Title company, and here I'll give RPL or PL quota vendor 1. I'll give like this: MG Road 1.60001. Bangalore, country India, region 10. Enter. Will come to next level 18. Okay, 18. Enter. Here if you want to add or if you want to input tax number, you can input, otherwise skip it. Enter. Bank account number if you want to maintain, otherwise skip this. This also you can skip. Enter. And here assign reconciliation account. As we are maintaining domestic vendor, so I need to input reconciliation account, trade payables domestic. Select this. Then cash management group, I'll take A1. Enter. Will come to next level. There I need to input payment terms. This RP, IP, RP3T, anything you can assign here. Enter. Billing procedure is not applicable. Enter. Currency is INR. Terms of payments RP3T. Incoterms CFR. Bangalore. Enter. Save. Now this has been created. Like that, I'll create 3 more vendors. Company, vendor 2. Quickly I create. 18. Enter. Same 160000. A1. Enter. Save. Enter. One more create. I'll create one more. 3. Enter. 60000. Enter. Currency INR. Bangalore CFR. Enter. Save. One more I'll create. A1. Payment terms, currency, enter and save. Okay. This one I change. When I change. Vendor 2. Yes. Okay, so vendor has been created. Okay, so now I'll create the info record. So go to M11, info record, go to easy access, logistics, materials management, purchasing, master data, info records, M11, create. Okay. Okay, I'll take this vendor, or else this vendor I'll take. Okay, 2121010, and this is material which I activated quota arrangement usage and source list. Then okay, and for record, so here I need to mention the material. RPPO is my organization, plant, and standard. Info category is standard. Enter, and here no need to input anything. Enter, and standard quantity I'll give 10 quantity, minimum quantity also 10. Few tax code is required, but okay, no issues. I'll give the amount 1000. Enter, 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 save. Okay. This info record has been created. Okay. For all vendor I used to maintain like this. Now I'll change the vendor here with the same material and same details. Press enter, enter. Planned delivery time 7 days, standard quantity 10, minimum quantity 10, then price 1000 rupees. Enter and save. Like that, I'll give another vendor. I'll select 1000 rupees again. Enter, enter, and save. Then for last vendor, okay, standard quantity, price 1000, and save. Now info record has been created. Now I'll go with creation of source list. T code ME 01, and here I'm going to add the material plant, enter, and this is a validity period I need to maintain. And here I will give the vendor which I created now, the 4 vendors. Okay, RPPO is a okay, so I'll change the vendor here. Okay, save this. Okay, now I'll go with quota arrangement creation. So this is a quota arrangement creation, MEQ1, and after this we'll check in PR, purchase requisition, this by mistake. So I'll go with MEQ1 and with the same material and plant. Press enter, and it will ask for valid till. So I'll give 31/12/2022, enter, and system will pick the from today's date. Okay, then click on item, and here procurement will be external procurement. Here file select, then vendor, I will select this vendor, then percentage of quota is 40. Again here 30. Second vendor I am giving 30% quota. Third vendor I will give 20% quota, and fourth vendor I will give 10%. Save this. Okay, now this process is completed. Now I will go to purchase requisition to check. Okay. Go to purchase requisition, T code ME51N, enter this one. Okay, here I am going to select my document type, then material, I'll take this material because for this material we activated source list and as well as quota arrangement user, right? I'll mention the quantity, unit of measure, delivery date 25/4/2022, material group RPLMG, plant RPP1, and storage location RM. Press enter. Okay, then click on source of supply. If you observe here, we not yet maintained any price of this material or any vendor, right? We are not maintaining any price of this material or any vendor, right? But here we can add vendor and price because in info record we maintain the prices of that particular material and with that vendor, right? So for that I will click on source of supply. See, there is no vendor is there, fixed vendor is there. Okay, and as per the info record, system will pick the details of that material price. Okay, so click on assign source of supply. So if you click on that, system will take this vendor, because for this vendor we had given highest quota. If you go with T code MEQ1, this is a vendor, right? Sorry, this material and plant. I'll go with MEQ1. This is a material. Okay, I'll go with item. See here, we had given this vendor maximum quota, right? 40% or highest quota. So in PR, system will pick the vendor, which we had given the highest quota. If you click on this assign source of supply, it will pick the info record. In info record, we maintain the price. System will pick the price and as well as vendor. Because in quota arrangement, we had given highest quota for this vendor, right? So click on check. We are not getting any error here, and save. Now, after completion of that cycle, P2P cycle, now if I am going to post another PR, see what will happen. R-NV, then material, I am going to take this material evaluation class. Just quantity 100, unit of measure each, delivery date 26/4/2022, material group RPL MG, plant RPP1, storage location RL. Press enter. Now go to source of supply, then click on assign source of supply. Now this time it will take second vendor. Save. Then again I'll create one more purchase requisition, R-NV again. I'll go with same material. I'll take this material. Then quantity, again I'll maintain the quantity as 100, unit of measure each, delivery date 26/4/2022, material group RPL MG, plant RPP1, storage location RL. Click on source of supply and click on assign source of supply. Now the third vendor will pick up, right? So like that it will pick the vendor. Whenever I used to post the PO against this PR, the vendor will pick automatically. So I'll save this. I'll show how to post PO with the reference of the PR. So I'll go with the T code ME21N, and here I'll select R_NV. Okay, so instead of inputting all the details, I'll just input the purchase requisition number here. So I'll select this by pressing F4. With the help of this material, I'm going to search the PR number. See, we are having 3 PR numbers. So any one of these you can select. So just input PR number here, press enter. See, all the data will pick up automatically. So at PR purchase info record, we maintain the price. So system has picked the price and as well as vendor. And again all the details has been picked up. No need to input anything. With the reference of PR, system will post the PO. Here no need to input anything here, because all the data we maintain in PR level. Click on check and save. So this is what called as quota arrangement. Okay, fine. We'll stop here today. We'll continue with other topics tomorrow. Okay, then bye. Good night.